All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Plug Talk is now live. It is what? December 20th. December 20th, 2024, and we are about to get at it. We got college football today starting early. That's why we're here. We also have some college basketball we're going to talk about and cover, and we are going to cover the NBA today. This should be a pretty quick show. Card small. We're not going to go crazy today, but we're here to talk picks, man, and that's exactly what I'm going to do for y'all. I was supposed to have Cali Wagers in today. I sent him the link. Not really sure what happened. Maybe he'll show up, maybe he won't. I don't know. But we got a show to do. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. You guys go to Twitter and there is a post it pinned to my profile. You guys got to go and retweet that to enter into today's giveaway, and make sure you're following the outlet underscore SV on Twitter. We already had our first winner of yesterday's. It was Mike Mann. All I'm doing now is waiting for him to send me a number 1 through 7, and whatever number he picks, and that number is attached to that prize, that's what he will win. So we already have our first winner on the 7 days of giveaways for Plug Talk Sports. Today, I will pick our second winner. So make sure you guys go and retweet the post attached to my Twitter page. And make sure you guys go follow the outlet underscore SV to enter into today's giveaway. Maybe you could be the lucky winner. Um, yeah, Mike Man, you won, bro. So DM me when you're ready. Just give me a number 1 through 7, whatever number you pick. I have it all attached to the on a piece of paper. All the prizes I got attached to a number. Through 7, you win that prize. What it is. So yeah, man, congratulations. And dude, I appreciate you, man. I couldn't think of anyone better to win the first go around than you. I mean, you've been supporting me since like day one, bro. So let's keep it up, man. You said number 7, of course you would. You got the coffee mug. You got the coffee mug, bro. So what you need to do is tell me your favorite team. It doesn't matter. NHL, NBA, whatever, bro. It could be college football. I don't care what it is. Um, give me your favorite team, and I'm gonna go find you a coffee mug, and I'm gonna send it to you through Amazon. So I'm just going to basically use my card and everything and send it to your address. So congratulations, bro. You got yourself a sports coffee mug for our first day of giveaways. So that means the hat, all the money, and the 6 month VIP is still available for the giveaway. Mike Mann just won the coffee mug. Penn State, awesome, dude. All right, awesome. He says Penn State. All right, I'm gonna sometime today, I'll go and see if I can find it somewhere on Amazon or wherever, and we'll move forward. I'll get your address and everything, and I'll send it out to you. That's fucking awesome, man. All right, so we still like I said, guys, for the giveaways, we still got all the cash available still. Number 7 was already taken. So now you have to give me a number 1 through 6 for the winner of today. Um, so yeah, man. Uh, let's get it. All you have to do is go to my pin profile, go to my pin page or my I can't speak this morning, bro. You guys know what I'm saying. There is a post about this space pinned on my profile. Go and retweet that shit to enter, and make sure you're following the outlet underscore SV on Twitter to qualify. All right. Now let's get into it, man. We got some money to make today, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Oh yeah, by the way, congratulations to everybody that just kind of kicked back and listened yesterday in Plug Talk. We had a really good day. We did not talk NHL yesterday, but I'll be damned if I didn't give you guys a big winner yesterday. If anybody tailed me on that goal scorer parlay that I gave in the middle of the show, man, that cashed. I always give my picks. I always give the free channel plays. And yesterday, obviously, I gave them that goal scorer parlay. It was, by the time I put it in, it was 14. I mean, it was 1505. So plus 1505, man. That's back to back days that I cashed a plus 1400 or more in the NHL on a two-leg goal scorer, and you better believe I got another one today. So we've been on fire, man. And the guys that are cashing us out, guys, like the guys who are scoring and catching us out are not your everyday goal scorers, neither. And then we hit another one last night. We hit a plus 700, bro. A plus 700 straight last night in NHL as well. So absolutely just been on fire with those NHL goal scorers, man. Hopefully to keep it up today, because I got a couple that I want to look at today as well. But they would definitely be in the Discord as always today. All right, so we are starting with college football, obviously. It's the early game, and it's the reason why we're in here this early this morning. So we do got a 12 o'clock game. It is Ohio taking on Jacksonville State. I do believe this is what, the Cure Bowl, and it's at Camping World. Um, so this is the Cure Bowl. This is at Camping World. So, we got to look at it as such. Um, you're getting 6.5 with Jacksonville State. It's just not. I don't know if I want to go that way. I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's enough. But we got a total of 58. When I look at these two teams, I think over. I mean, I think offense, offense, offense. So I do think that Ohio laying the 6.5 is probably the right way to go. But if we want to talk about being safe, I think the safest play is the over. I mean, we know both teams lost their head coaches, right? Both teams don't have their head coach. So I read last night that both teams are actually just being ran by their offensive coordinator. That's who's running the show on both sides of the teams here, is the offensive coordinator right now. Because both head coaches lost. Another big thing we got to look at when we're talking about some of these games is the transfer portal, right? That's very important in games like this. Is a transfer portal. Um, we know Jacksonville State has almost all of their big players going through the transfer portal. They have Huff and Stewart, two of the biggest ones in the transfer portal. Now they look good to go for this game, but then again, dude, you never fucking know. Because they are in the portal and you just don't know. I mean, you don't. And Huff and Stewart, they are Jacksonville State. So that's very important. And then you look at Ohio and just be real, right? Playing in a game while you're in the transfer portal, especially as many people as Jacksonville State has in the portal right now, it has to be uneasy playing that way, right? Like, I would think it would be as a team. Like, I would think it would be a little uneasy playing that way, honestly, especially in a game like this. You look at Ohio. Ohio does not have not a single thing involved with the transfer portal, and that is super, super rare. You don't normally see that, man. You really don't. You don't normally say that. It's just rare. We know Ohio has been a great defense, right? They have been. They've been a great defense. But to be fair, going down the stretch, I mean, we have seen Ohio's offense start to really pick up. So I went back and looked, and they have hit 35 or more points in 5 of their last 6 games. Ohio has, on top of their good defense. I mean, we don't need to question Jacksonville State's offense, right? Like, I don't think we do. I don't think we need to question it. I mean, if Huff and Stewart and all these other guys weren't playing for Jacksonville, then yeah, obviously we would have to question it. But if these guys are playing, I mean, Jacksonville State has a really, really good offense. It is explosive, and I think that's what we see tonight. So or today, I think this afternoon we see a lot of yards given up in chunks, meaning we see just big explosive plays from both teams. I think Ohio could win this game by 2 touchdowns, but I'm a little nervous with it. I think the over 58 is probably the best way to go in this Ohio and Jacksonville State game to start our day. But we know this is a lone game at 12 o'clock, so just be careful with it. DraftKings does have quite a few college football boost and stuff like that today if you guys mess with DraftKings at all. So I would go check those out. Next game we got on the board. We got. Let me see. We got Tulane. We got Tulane taking on Florida, man. So let me see here. Mm, 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 mm. So you got 7-5 Florida coming in, going against 9-3 Tulane. Game starts at 3:30. It is actually 3:30. 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. This is at Raymond James Stadium. So Florida opened up as a 14-point favorite. Tulane opened up as a 14-point dog. We have obviously seen massive movement um, in favor of Tulane in this game. The total opened up at a 49.5, and it has yet to move. So we got all action on the sides here. What is this one called? I can't remember what bowl this one is called. I have to look it up. But we know this is definitely a bowl game, obviously. I just can't remember what bowl game it's called, guys. I do like the green wave here. I think we missed out on a really good price getting the 14. Because I would have bought that half. I would have bought Tulane 14 and bought the half and put 14.5. Florida, they don't have, you know, they look good, man, in their regular season. They just what the Seminoles, right? They look good against them. Their defense was serious. The Gators have taken down 2 ranked teams this year. LSU, Ole Miss. I mean, we have seen a lot of good things from Florida, man. I'm not trying to, knock their game here or nothing, but I mean, and their defense has been pretty good. I mean, we got to call it what it is. Florida's defense has been pretty good. I think this game could go a lot of different ways, and this is a lot of points to be given to Lane. I just think this is going to be a really really good game, and it's just too many points if you ask me. Too many things can go too many different ways. Um, you look at 3 of their 4 losses this year from Tulane. 3 of their 4 losses this year from Tulane. They have given up exactly 34 points. That is it. Defense is going to be really, really, big for Tulane today. They have to match that aggressive defense. Um, you know, and we know they're capable, right? Their offense is capable. Um, I mean, we got to see something better than what we've seen in their last couple games, but because it looks like their last couple games, their offense wasn't terrific, but we know this offense has it. They can do it if they want. You know, I just don't know, man. This is a very tough one for me. I'm leaning Tulane with the points. I think this game could go either way. Stat wise, here, I mean, Florida is obviously the better team here when I put them side by side. Looking at the stats, I just think it's too many points for a game like this. For a bowl game like this, I got to take all these points. I think we lost a lot of value on Tulane, obviously, and that's a little worrisome for me. Florida has won 5 of their last 6 games against non-AP ranked teams. Tulane has lost their last 3 games that they played in December. Florida has covered this spread in their last 4 games against a non-P ranked opponent, and Tulane has failed to cover the spread in their last 3 games in December. That's the trends that I have backing Florida. So it's not too much to go off of. You look at Tulane, the trends back in Tulane. Florida has lost their last 8 games. Their last 8 games, Florida has lost at a neutral site. That is a trend that I like to look into. Tulane has won 8 of their last 10 games. Florida has failed to cover the spread in their last 5 games against opponents from from basically from the AAC. Tulane has covered a spread in 3 of their last 4 games as an underdog against a non-AP ranked team. So as you look at that, I love Tulane's trends a lot more than I like the Gators. So give me the green wave here, even though I think we lost some quite a bit of value. We're going with Tulane here. Give me the green wave, man. I think we got ourselves a winner. All right, last game, college football. Then we're going to move over to college basketball. This is the game everyone's probably been waiting for. We got Indiana taking on Notre Dame. I did do a write up on this game. This is the featured article over at the website for today. We got Notre Dame 11-1, Indiana 11-1. I mean, this is going to be a good one, man. This is the first round of the college football playoffs at Notre Dame Stadium. Nonetheless, because I told you guys this before, I've been saying it forever. I don't know about y'all, but when you think of college football, what team do you think of? Me personally, I think of Notre Dame right away. Like right away, I think of Notre Dame. When we talk about college basketball, first team that I normally would think of is Duke, right? Is like Duke, something like that. College football for me is Notre Dame hands down. This is a team, this is an athletics program, and this is a school who literally built off of college football, in my opinion. I think their entire athletics program is built off of their college football reputation. Their school has recruited some of the greatest players, man, because of their reputation for college football. I mean, Notre Dame is a college football university, man. And, here they are playing at Notre Dame Stadium for the first game or first round of the college football playoffs, man. It's really hard not to look at Notre Dame here just for respect wise. But I think the books are actually respecting Notre Dame a little too much here. I think Notre Dame is just a little overvalued in this game. I mean, they are giving us 7.5 points here. Well, 6.5 now. It opened up at 7.5. I got the 7.5. I'm taking the 7.5 regardless. Even though that it is a 6.5 now, I'm paying it. I'm paying the extra money, and I'm buying the 7.5 for Indiana in this game. Notre Dame, man, they are the more talented team when they're home, and they are home here. I don't think I can see a blowout in this game at all. Because I've already seen that. I've already seen it. People saying Notre Dame is going to just blow out Indiana today at home. I don't believe it. Notre Dame has covered 9 of their last 10 games. However, you got an Indiana team getting this many points, and the they are what the second best scoring offense. You know, they are the sixth best scoring defense in the league. Like, come on, man. It's hard for me not to think that Indiana is not going to come in here and put up a fight. Indiana is also 9-3 against the spread this year. I mean, they have covered 4 of their last 5 games as an underdog. I just cannot see them coming into Notre Dame and not being prepared. I think this is too many points to be putting with a team that is just so damn consistent. Indiana has been the same team all year. The same team all year. We know what we're going to get from this team. I mean, that's it. And to give them this many points in a game like this, I have to say it looks a bit trappy, but bitch, bring a big net. Bring a big net because you're going to fucking need it. I'm all over Indiana here. I'm sorry, man. We seen them beat Michigan, Purdue. Yes, they lost to Ohio State, but that's okay, man. That's Ohio State we're talking about. That's okay. Take that loss. You know, I just feel like Indiana. They won 3 of their last 5 road games. Um, I mean, I like them, man. I like Indiana here. Um. I think either I'm trying to see who could have a big game today. Omar Cooper. I'm thinking someone a little under Elijah what is his name, man? Elijah Sarrett, right? Or I can't remember his name. Uh, Everyone's going to be on him, so you got to look for other people. And I'm thinking Cooper, possibly Cooper today, Omar Cooper, for Indiana. But I don't know if we're going to even get. We should get props for this game. Yes, we do. All right, so you can get. Obviously, they're going to have a lot of Notre Dame props up, and that's exactly what they do. They have a ton of Notre Dame props all at the top. I mean, you got Love at a minus 220 for an anytime touchdown. You got Leonard at a minus 185 for an anytime touchdown. I mean, bro, you got Justice at a minus 110. They, bro, Omar Cooper's at a plus 330. I mean, at a plus 300. I like that. Give me Cooper, man, for a touchdown. I think these are the guys you got to kind of look at for this team. Um, who else we got here? That's really all I like. That's really all I like here. Um, I'm not paying minus anything for a touchdown. I'm not. All right, so that's what we got, man, for college football today. Let's head over to college basketball. So we got college basketball today. Not the greatest card. College basketball has been rough the last few days, to say the least. It has not been that easy. But we're muscling through it. We're trying to do our best. But it's been tough. The games just haven't been, very appealing. The lines have been super sharp, and it's just tough to pick spots right now, guys. So just be careful with college basketball, but I'll give you my best picks as always that I do, and we'll just go from there, I guess. We got Valpo taking on Western Michigan. So we got Valpo taking on Western Michigan here. We got my bad, I gotta switch back over. All right, so we got Valpo getting 2 points, Western Michigan laying 2 points. We got a total at a 152.5, slightly favored to the under here. We got Valpo plus 110, and we got Western Michigan at a minus 130. So we know Western Michigan is not having that great of a year. To see them favored here is a little weird to me. Valparaiso isn't exactly a team that I say we run to the window to back at all, right? Definitely not. But they are still a lot better, in my opinion, than Western Michigan, who has just been having one hell of a they're having a hard time, one hell of a hard time this year. I mean, their defense is non-existent. It truly is. Their defense is non-existent. And to be fair, Alpo's offense, I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, they could get out to a really quick start here, and they could really bury Western Michigan to a point where Western Michigan is not going to be able to come back. And that's exactly what I think happens here. I think this game is going to get way out of hand. And for Valpo to be an underdog here just makes absolutely no sense to me. No sense at all. So I just don't get it, man. I really don't. Valpo, they're averaging 78 points per game. Their defense is giving up 73, but you got Western Michigan's defense giving up 77 points per game. Their offense is 277th in the nation. Their defense is 244th. I mean, they only got one player who puts up double digits on Western Michigan. His name is Michael Strickland, and or not Michael. It's um, is it Mark? I think it's Mark. I think it's Mark Strickland. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. But there's only one player, and you stop him, and you stop everything. Plain and simple. That's where I'm getting at. You stop him, you stop everything. And I think Valpo has the ability to do that. I mean, I just really don't understand this line. It almost makes me feel like, because the line is definitely saying that Western Michigan wins this game, but I just don't see it, man. Everything I'm looking at here on Kempom shows that Valpo is the better team. I'm back into what I see here and what I feel. Western Michigan is not a good team, man. They're not a good team. Maybe if we seen just a little bit of Western Michigan, show some signs here, like here and there, with some really nice wins here and there, then I would say yes, there's a reason why they're favored here, and we should listen to the books. But I just can't, man. I can't listen to the books on this one. Western Michigan has shown us nothing, nothing at all to make me think that they should be favored in this spot. So start us off with a dog here, man. We're taking Valpo at +2 and a +110 on the money line. That's where I'm at for this one. We have Houston Christian and Texas A&M. Texas A&M is laying 33.5 points. Guys, super tough game. I mean, I want to lay the 33 with Texas A&M, but you guys know how I feel about these big spreads. So be extremely careful with that game. Next game I do want to talk about is in the 5 o'clock hour. We have Illinois Chicago taking on Seattle. I am not a big Seattle fan at all. And here we are laying 6 points with Seattle here, and I, I just don't know if we should do it. I mean, I'm not big on this UIC team, but I mean, I don't know, man. They have the better record. Seattle's 4-7, but they have played the tougher schedule. You got UIC, who's 6-4 on the year. Um, I just don't know, man. I mean, I do not want to back Seattle. I don't. They are a bad team. Seattle could easily lose this game, y'all. It's just how I feel. They're 3-6 against the spread so far this year. You know, I mean, Redhawks. You can argue that they're the more talented team, Seattle, because obviously they're the bigger program, the bigger school. I get it. But bro, you cannot lay this many points with Seattle. It is an impossible thing to do. And I have told you guys that all all year long. Like, we fade Seattle, and I think this is just another perfect spot. Let me see here. UIC. It looks like they just upset Little Rock, but again, I guess that's impressive for them. But that's, I mean, and that just happened. That was their last game. They upset Little Rock UIC, so they're coming off pretty. I would say, yeah, their other one wasn't bad neither. So they're coming off two decent wins. UIC, so they are kind of rolling here. They were underdogs in both those spots and won outright. Seattle is not covering, and here they are laying 6.5 points. We're not doing it. Give me UIC here. Um, I mean, we're just going to stick to what we've been doing all year, and that has been fading Seattle, and we're going to continue to do it here. They're overpriced, overvalued, and the case stays the same here. So give me give me UIC here, man. We're taking a ride with Illinois Chicago plus 6 points here, and don't be surprised if they win this game outright. Next game we got, I don't have it on my DraftKings because of I'm in New Jersey. But this is still a game that I want to talk about nonetheless. I think this is a great price. So we got Penn taking on Ryder. This is a game between two teams that are struggling this year, right? They're struggling. But Penn, um now Penn has lost what? Seven of their last eight. Ryder has lost five straight and six of their last seven. So both teams are looking for a bounce back in this game. Um, I just feel I can't help but notice how much value we are getting on Penn here. I mean, you could literally take Penn on the money line if you wanted to. I think the line is a -2 or -1.5, I believe. Um, I just feel like we are getting the much better team at a really, really good price. I mean, is Ryder is just one of the worst shooting teams in the country. That's all there is to it. Ryder is a terrible, terrible offense. They rank 313th in field goal percent, and they are 340th in 3-point percent. At least Penn can shoot and play the fundamentals of basketball well. Ryder turns over the ball a ton, which we don't like. They can't hit the three. They have trouble in the paint. They have trouble rebounding. I mean, we are getting a really good price with Penn today. Give me Pennsylvania here on the money line or lay the 1.5 for two. I don't know where the line's at, but I know it's around that number. But I'm on Penn here, man. I think we're getting a steal of a price with Penn. All right, let's keep it moving. We got Yale taking on Akron. This should be a really good game. We know we do have that Texas Invitational going on. It's called the Don Haskins. Um, it's called the Don Haskins Texas Invitational, I believe. And that's going on today. There's a couple games a part of it, and this is one of them. This is one of the better ones a part of it. You got Yale laying 5 points today. You got Akron getting 5 points. We got a total of 153.5, slightly favored to the over. Yale's at a -205 on the money line, and Akron's at a +170. Look, man, all I'm saying is we like a lot of dogs today. This is one of my favorite plays on the board. I don't know why Akron is a dog. I don't know why these lines are like this today. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not. Maybe I'm just not seeing the board right. Because this line is another one that just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. I don't know why Akron is such a big underdog here. I mean, I understand this is a neutral site, but one thing we have here, we have two offenses that are good, right? We have two top 100 offenses playing in this game. And we have a total of a 153 and a half. So I do feel like we could be looking at the over here. Both of these teams love to shoot the three ball. That's a fact. Both these teams are going to shoot threes. Um, the difference to me is Akron clearly stands out when it comes to defense. Okay, where Yale doesn't. Yale does not have a great defense at all, especially when it comes to 3-point defense. Where Akron has a great defense. Akron, uh, they are ranked 52nd in 3-point percent. Yale is just not good at defending the three at all. Yale is ranked 239th in 3-point defense. And that's the difference for me in this game. I also think we got a great number with the Zips because last game, right? Last game, Akron got their asses beat by Milwaukee. And I think that's why we're kind of getting a buy low, sell high spot here with Akron because they just got their ass beat by Milwaukee and gave up almost no, they did give up 100 points. And Milwaukee could not miss in that game. So I don't know if it has more to do with Milwaukee just having an absolute banger of a night, or that's what I think it was. I think it was just Milwaukee just having an incredible night. Sometimes teams have nights like that, and I think that's what that was. I think Milwaukee just had an incredible shooting night, and because of that, we are getting a great number with Akron today. So I like Akron here plus the points. Is one of my more favorite plays of the day. I think we see this Akron defense step up today, hold Yale down. Um, you know, I like Akron, man. I like them at the plus 170 on the money line. I like the 5 points. Akron will be my dog of the day today. I'm going to do a video on it probably after the show and post it on YouTube, but y'all got it here first. So Akron is definitely going to be my dog of the day today. So definitely like Akron in this spot, man. I just like a lot of these lines today. I just don't quite understand them. Next game we got, man, we got, believe it's the St. John's game. Yeah, we got St. John's taking on Providence. So, I mean, we know St. John's been rolling, right? They're laying 6.5 points in this game. You got Providence getting 6.5. We got a total of a 142.5. I mean, Providence, 7-5. They're not having a terrible year. St. John's 9-2. Um, you know, I let me see where we're at. Is this on Rhode Island, or it is? It's at Providence. Yeah, it's at the Pavilion. Um, it is on Rhode Island, so it's at the Pavilion. So um, this is a true home game for Providence. So this is a lot of points for these boys. But we can't argue how well St. John's has been playing, right? I mean, this offense is fucking electric. I mean, St. John's just got their fifth win in a row. And you go back and look at them games, their last three games, we have not seen St. John's score under 85 points in their last three games. I mean, they are shooting incredible. Their numbers are almost too much to sustain, right? They're not going to be able to keep shooting like this. They are shooting 48% from the field. Um, they are hitting 85 points per game this year. Providence, I mean, they have been up and down. We have seen the good and the bad from them. You look at Providence, they have just up and down. 1-1, lost one, 1-1, 1-1, lost one. I mean, they've lost 5 of their last 7 overall. You know, I I still think that Providence, they are a good shooting team, and they do play pretty good defensively. I just think that this team is too much, man. St. John's is just too much for Providence, and I I don't think they're going to be able to keep up offensively with St. John's. I If you were to ask me what's better, Providence defense or St. John's offense, I'm going to tell you St. John's offense every time. So I got to go with St. John's here. Even though in a true road game like this for them, laying 6 is a lot. I think we have no other choice. I think we have to. I think we have to lay it here. All right. We got Prolific in the building. Prolific, good morning. Appreciate you being here, bro. You said, what did you say? You said Jackson. Nah, Jackson don't. Oh, okay, you're trying to be funny. Jackson don't do college basketball. Um, we got Marcus Lane in the building. Marcus, good morning, man. Appreciate you being here, bro. Yes, sir. Thank God it's Friday. Let's go, TGIF. Let's get that bag. It's a big money making Friday today, y'all. And I'm ready, man. Let's cook. All right, St. John's laying the points. All right, next game we got Dayton taking on them Cincinnati boys. You got Dayton coming in as a 2.5 point underdog, where Cincinnati is laying 2.5 here, at home. It looks like it opened up at 3.5. The line opened up at 3.5. The total opened up at a 139. The total now sits at a 137, and the line sits at a 2.5. So we have seen money come in on Dayton. I like this Cincinnati team a lot, but the Flyers are, excuse me, are just a offensive monster sometimes, and they surprise the shit out of me every time when they start to break out. We've seen Dayton as an underdog this season, and it's resulted in really good outcomes. I mean, this team upset at UConn already. Uh, and every time they're an underdog, the game goes down to the wire. I'm talking about teams like North Carolina, teams like Iowa State. If y'all remember them games, they beat UConn outright. They brought North Carolina down to the the last second. Iowa State was on the fence the entire game against Dayton. Dayton does not give up, man. They do not give the fuck up. If you see Dayton down by 15 points in this game by some odd chance, bro, hammer them points, because I'm telling you, they are going to come back. This team does not make anything easy. They take an underdog role very seriously, and I have no choice but to back Dayton here. This is one of the better college basketballs today. Basketball games today. I gotta say, I am pretty excited about this game. We have a really good underdog here in Dayton, and I think the Flyers have a really good possibility to win this game outright, guys. Um, I mean, we there's nothing suggesting that this team does not show up. they have played much tougher teams in Cincinnati. Don't get me wrong, Cincinnati, I love this team. I think Cincinnati is a very talented team, and I think they have a big chance to make some noise. But man, Dayton has just been just overachieving, and I mean 10-2 on the year with the schedule they played is so impressive, man. It's so impressive. So I got to go with Dayton, man. I mean, this team is just meeting every expectation, and they are playing really, really good ball. You can even make the argument that the wrong team is favored here, even with Dayton being on the road. You could still make an argument the wrong team is favored. All right, we got Jackson State taking on UTEP. This is a really good one. Big ass spread here, something we are usually not comfortable on doing, but in this one, I have to. You got Jackson State getting 14.5 points. You got UTEP laying 14.5. You got a total of a 140.5 locked up on both sides. Man, lay the points with UTEP here. I think they dog walk Jackson State today. Um, I think this is just going to be a one-sided game from start to finish. You got to remember this is a part of that Texas Invitational that we were talking about. The Don Hoskins or whatever it's called. That is this game. So this is a neutral site. Or no, it's not. Actually, my fault. This is actually a true home game for UTEP. This is not a neutral site. This is a true home game for UTEP. They are actually at home on their court for this game in the Invitational. So this is a true home game for UTEP. Um, you know, I think Jackson State, they have not, I don't think they've won a single game. Let me go make sure. But I'm pretty sure they did not win. Nope, 0-10. Jackson State is 0-10. And don't get me wrong, that is not why we're just taking UTEP laying this monster point. It's not, okay? Um, I know a lot of people would be like, oh, 0-10 laying. 15 is a lot to be laying with UTEP, but it's for a good reason. And you better believe this might sound a little crazy, but I do have Jackson State circled for conference play. Um, we might not be backing them now, but moving forward in conference play, I'm going to be back in Jackson State. They have played an incredibly tough schedule, man. Um, I mean, seriously, this team has played the third toughest non-conference schedule in the entire country. The third toughest non-conference schedule in the entire country goes to Jackson State. I mean, they have just played a monster of a schedule. This is not the time to start to back them, though. Like I said, we start back in Jackson State in conference play. Um, I think one thing I like about UTEP is and this is what really makes them stand out is their aggressive defense, making them second in the country for forcing turnovers. They are the second best team in the country at forcing turnovers. So where do I automatically want to go and look at? I want to go look at Jackson State and see how well does this team hang on to the ball. Come to find out, they don't at all. Jackson State is 345th in the country in turnover percentage offensively. And that is not good at all versus a UTEP team that is going to not only speed this game up, but they are going to play aggressive ass defense. And it just is not going to work out good for Jackson State. This is not a game we should back Jackson State in. Even though when you look at their record and you look at their schedule, you're like, wow, these boys are battle tested. They are due for a win and they are just getting way too many points here. It does look it, but at the same time, it's them little things, man, that I've been looking and talking to y'all about all season so far. And this is one of the big mismatches when it comes to the turnover battle. UTEP is at home here. This is a true road game for Jackson State. And don't get me wrong, Jackson State has been on the road almost all year, so they're used to it. But when it comes to I mean, UTEP is easy, also a really good 3-point shooting team. So not only are they going to get easy fast break points from turnovers, but a lot of them turnovers are going to result in steals, and they're going to be wide open from the perimeter, probably on 30% of them steals. So easy threes, non-contested threes are probably going to be put up for UTEP because UTEP is a really good 3-point shooting team. So there's just so many multiple ways that I think the Miners could come in here and just beat the brakes off of this Jackson State team. So I gotta rock with them, man. I got to rock with UTEP here, laying the points. I think it's the way to go. Next game we got Southern University taking on Loyola Marymount. This one also could have been, one of the top plays for me as well. In this one, this is the last game of the night, and then we're going to go to the NBA. Uh, I think this could have made my VIP for me. This line tells me everything I need to know. I mean, laying 8 points here against Southern University, they are begging us to take Southern U here. I like Loyola Marymount. I truly do. I think this team has flown under the radar all year long. This is not a bad team. They do a lot of things right. They play the fundamentals of basketball extremely well. Is 8 a big number for a team like Loyola Marymount? Yes, it is. But I think they are up for the test, man. We do have a low total at a 138.5, what does worry me a little bit. Laying 8 points with a total like that. Because that means that Loyola Marymount is literally going to have to dominate this game, start to finish, if they want to cover. And I think they can do it. I mean, we have seen some really good shit from Loyola Marymount so far this year. They are 6-4, but they have some good wins under their belt, man. And I just feel like this team is underrated and not really talked about enough. We have seen some really good wins from them. I know Southern has been impressive, and they have some good wins also, but they don't play the normal fundamentals well at all. Like, there is so much wrong with Southern University, man, and it's the small things. They cannot hit a free throw, man. Like, this team is so bad at the charity stripe. They also turn over the ball a ton. Um they cannot shoot the three ball at all. They are a terrible 3-point shooting team. And they rely on these 2-point jump shots and getting in the paint, and that is so bad against a team like this because Loyola Marymount is literally a top 100 2-point defensive team. They are 63rd. They are the 63rd best 2-point defense in the entire country is Loyola Marymount, and Southern University only knows how to shoot 2-point shots. They cannot hit threes at all. So they get almost 60% of their points from 2-point range, and they are playing one of the better 2-point defenses in the country. And I think that's where this number kind of comes from. I think it's going to be very hard for Southern University to get any points at all. You know, I just don't see it. Loyola is better defensively. On paper, it doesn't look that much of a difference on paper, like if you're comparing side by side stats. But I'm telling you, the difference is there, man. I like this team a lot. Normally, guys, if it was a year ago or 2 years ago, um, I would um I would probably be on Southern here. You know, I would probably be on Southern here because Southern is normally a really good team that can they're just normally a really good team, man. They can cover spreads. They don't give up. They're normally a good team. This year, I just don't see it, man. I really don't. They're going against a team that is really good defensively. Yeah, sure. Loyola Marymount might not be able to shoot the ball that well, neither, but I still feel like that they are going to do enough to cover this, man. Especially being at home. So it's not a official VIP, but I feel like this might have been able to make it. Um, this might have been able to make it. You also got to look at where is so Southern is 5-2 against the spread, but they are 2-5 on the road. They are 2-5 straight up and against the spread on the road, Southern. So that kind of leans into our favor as well. So give me Loyola Marymount here at the -8. -380 on the money line is not a terrible parlay piece, man. If you guys want to go ahead and use Loyola Marymount money line at a 380 as a parlay piece, I mean, be my guest, man. I don't think that's a bad look at all. Maybe parlay it with like a St. John's or something like that. Get a mine. So St. John's and Loyola Marymount parlayed together on the money line is a -141. I don't think that's bad at all. I don't think that's a bad number. I think that's two games that could be essentially a non-sweat. Um, I like it, man. I like that. I like that a lot for two money lines there. Um, but like I said, that's the two favorites we like today. All the rest of our plays that we've had today, besides UTEP, have been all underdogs. So we'll see what happens, man. All right. What do we got next? We got the NBA, right? I believe we got the NBA next. Yep, we got the NBA, and then I'm gonna get you good people up out of here, man. First game on the board, we have it is the Hornets and the 76ers. All right, so I wanted to do an article in the NBA tonight, but there's only 3 games, so I didn't do it. I just left it with the college football to make it our featured article. All right, so we got Philadelphia coming in, man, laying a big number here. Something I don't like at all. Philadelphia laying a 10.5. Hornets getting 10.5. We got a total of a 215. Really low total, laying a really big spread. Something that does not look appealing to me at all. Uh, I thought the Hornets were going to really get it done yesterday. I don't think they did, right? I think they ended up losing, actually. Um, I mean, do we back the Sixers? I mean, are the Sixers starting to turn a new leaf? Like, are we starting to see, you know, uh, a better team? I just don't know if I trust them, especially laying a big number like this. I don't care if they're home or not. I don't. The Hornets don't have a single player on the injury list, where the 76ers are obviously Embiid is up in the air. He's questionable for this game. I mean, this is a thick ass line, guys. Um, I think the Hornets, I mean, they were already struggling before that last night loss. I mean, I can't believe it, man. I mean, and I said it on the show. I really thought like I knew that line was funny, right? Like I said it to y'all. I was like, bro, this looks like a steal. Why are we getting only 4 points with the Hornets? This line, I even said this line is disrespectful as fuck. The books know, man. Like they that shit that the books use, bro. If the public or you or any of us ever got a hold of that model or them algorithms that the books use to make the lines, we would be fucking billionaires, man. Fucking billionaires. Because I swear to God, man, they are so fucking good. Like, bro, for the Hornets last night to lose outright to the fucking Wizards, the books knew. They knew setting that fucking line at 4, everybody and their goddamn mom was going to take the Hornets last night. And you end up losing to the fucking Wizards, who are the worst team that I have ever seen in my entire life. And that is just facts. So the 76ers obviously still missing players. Um, could this be a bounce back spot for the Hornets? Absolutely, man. This is too many points to be laying with Philly. Problem is the Hornets, they're playing on their second game of a back to back with travel. So it's hard not to back the 76ers here, man. It's hard not to. You look at trends between these two teams, and there's a couple. You got the 76ers. They have won their last 10 home games against the Hornets that held a losing record. The Hornets have lost their last 9 games on a second leg of a back to back against the 76ers. I mean, that's some big head to head trends right there, man. 76ers have covered the spread in 7 of their last 8 games against the Eastern Conference. The Hornets have not covered the spread in 12 of their last 13 games against teams that are on their first leg of a back to back, which the 76ers are on their first leg of a back to back tonight because they do indeed play tomorrow. So everything is pointing to the 76ers here. I just don't necessarily trust them. We know that the Hornets are fully healthy coming into this game. But the when the 76ers are favored against the Hornets, they have won 10 straight games. There's just too many trends backing them here. I do think that we could probably look at Paul George tonight. He is one of the 76ers best players when it comes to back-to-back situations. If you go look at Paul George and him playing in back-to-backs, he always balls. So 76ers do start their first leg of a back-to-back tonight. And this is when Paul George usually plays well. He gets a lot of time. So give me Paul George tonight. You could probably get his 20 plus at a pretty good number. So that's where I'll go. His line is set at a minus. Oh, it's set at a 19 and a half. So his points are at 20 at a minus 110. So that's where I would go right there. NBA was shicey yesterday, bro. That shit was crazy. But bro, them player props we had for the NBA yesterday went dumb. They went dumb. Like if you guys listened to what I was saying yesterday, look at Cat. Cat snapped. LaMelo Ball snapped. That was a VIP play. I mean, we hit some really good NBA players last night. Some really good plus money too, because I was giving out 30 balls yesterday. I was literally giving out 30 balls yesterday. So it was a really good day for player props in Plug Talk yesterday in the NBA. Tatum as well, right? Tatum snapped yesterday as well. That was another one I gave out. All right, so we're going to be looking at the 76ers here, man. I just gave you guys a lot of trends on why we should back the 76ers here, and this is rare for me. I don't normally back the 76ers at all. But here I kind of feel like we have to. Till the Hornets start showing me something better, I'm going to fade them. I do like Paul George and LaMelo Ball tonight in this game. Next game we got the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is probably one of the games that everyone is looking forward for tonight. This should be a good game, especially with the way the Bucks have been playing. The Bucks are now 4 games over 500. They have just been playing incredibly well, man. They're now 15 and 11 after a terrible start to the year, guys. Cleveland continues to ball stupid. 23-4 coming into this game. Unreal. This game, we are at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse as well. So, obviously Cleveland, we are in Cleveland here. Cleveland, man, laid 7.5 is where this line opened at. It's now at a 9. We are getting massive movement on the Cavaliers in this game. And I kind of feel like this is right, but if this number keeps going, we can't. It's getting away from us. So if you want to back Cleveland, I say you back that shit at this 9 and do it quick. Because by the time tip off happens, I'm telling y'all, I think we see a 10, 10.5. I mean, this line is just moving way too quick. I do like Cleveland in this game. The Bucks are obviously watching Lillard. He's day to day right now, is what I see him as. Cavaliers, obviously, Strus questionable for this game. Both teams, man, are just really playing well. 4 wins for the Bucks to take the NBA Cup championship, which was fucking awesome. Cavaliers, they have won their last what, 6 no, it looks like 6 of their last 7 games. And the Cavaliers are actually rested here because the last game they played was actually on Monday. So yeah, the Cavaliers have some really, really good rest advantage in this game. And on that Monday game, they absolutely demolished the Nets. I forgot about that. So the Cavaliers are coming off of a 30-point win, or what is that, 29? Yeah, 29-point win against the Nets. And they have rest and they're home in this game. We know the Bucks could be, watching a few players in this game a little shorthanded. So I do think Cavaliers, who have won 14 of their last, 15 home games. I mean, come on, man. Give me the motherfucking Cavaliers in this game. And Marcus says that Dame is officially out. I see day to day, but I'm going to take your word for it, big dog. Lillard is out, and we have to say this line is definitely suggesting that Lillard is out. So I'm with you, man. Believe me, the Bucks have been playing super well. They have been playing really good ball. I mean, routing the Thunder in a 97-81 win in the championship was nasty, nasty work, man. Giannis, man, triple double. Um, you know, even Lillard stepped up. Lillard, I think he dropped what, a 25 ball in that game. I mean, it was incredible, man. But like I said, after all that, after winning the cup, now you got to play the best team in the NBA. You're due for a letdown. Cavs win this game by double digits. I'm going to go ahead and lay the chalk here. Give me the Cavaliers in this one, man. I can't go the other way. Even though the 9 looks really good, it looks really good for a reason. I think the Cavs come in here and just step on the Bucks' throat and does not allow them to get up. I guess when it comes to a player, if Lillard is out, I do want to target Giannis some way, but we know his shit is going to be redonkulous. So I think maybe we should from stay away from the Bucks props here and maybe go towards the Cavaliers props here. I think maybe we should be looking at like Jarrett Allen's points and rebounds would probably be a good look. Um, you know, uh that's where I want to stay. Jarrett Allen's points and rebounds. He has hit 12 rebounds in his last 6 games. 12 or more rebounds in his last 6 games against the Bucks. Jarrett Allen has. He has also scored 13 points at home against the Central. 13 or more points in 7 straight games at home against the Central. Give me Jarrett Allen and his points, bro. I like that. Um, then Brooke Lopez points and rebounds look really good as well. It's just another Central Division play for Lopez. He plays good against the Central Division. Um, nah, we're sticking with Allen. We're sticking with Allen here, man. Portis, they got Portis's number at a 12.5. I don't think that's terrible. I can see Portis coming out here and balling tonight. Without a doubt. I could definitely see Portis coming out here and balling tonight. I think that number's a little too low. I also like Jared Allen's double-double, man. Jared Allen, double-double is at a... Dang, that's it. Even money, plus 100. Man, fuck it. We're going to take it. 6 straight games against the Bucks. 6 straight. Jarrett Allen has recorded a double-double against the Bucks. So give me Jarrett Allen here, double-double at a plus 100, and his points and rebounds in this game. That's going to be our player prop. All right. Last game on the NBA slate is the OKC Thunder taking on the Miami Heat. Looks like we are we in Miami for this game? Yes, we are. Miami taking on the Thunder. Miami, 1 point favorite. We got OKC as a 1 point dog. We got a total of 217. Slightly favored to the under here, where you got the Miami Heat on the money line at a minus 118, and you are catching the Thunder at a minus 102 on the money line. The 20-6 Oklahoma City Thunder going against the 13-11 Miami Heat, and the Thunder is the underdog. Man, I actually see that Miami opened up as the underdog in this game, y'all. Miami opened up as a 1.5 point underdog, and the line completely flipped, and now the Thunder is the 1 point underdog. I like Miami here. I gotta say it. There's one spot that I like to fade Miami. It's at home, but my God, this line tells me everything. This line is absolutely begging you to take OKC. The Thunder should get the benefit of the doubt because they are just the much better team, and there's no arguing that. The Thunder are better than the Heat. I don't care what anyone says, but they're also playing their third game in 4 days. Everyone else had a bunch of rest when the Thunder were out there balling for the NBA Cup championship. So it does give the OKC Thunder a bit of a disadvantage coming into this game. The Heat are literally playing their best ball that we have seen them play all year right now. And that's not even a question. The Heat have really turned the switch on, and they have just been balling stupid. Uh, so if you look, the Heat actually play their better ball at home this year. Even though I love fading the Heat at home, when they're favored at home, I do. Um, and it's been that way for a couple years. But this year, I mean, the Heat only have 13 wins, and 8 of them wins all came at home. You know, they're playing good ball, man. I expect them to show up against one of the better teams in the league. They have a chance to make a pretty good statement here and pick up a really big motivational win for them. Uh and they got to take advantage of it because the Thunder are playing on tired legs, man. I expect them to show up in a spot like this. There is a reason why this line is set the way it is. The odds makers are clearly telling us where to go in this game. And I think we listen, man. Give me Miami in this game. I'll take them on the money line. It's just where I'm at, man. The home team has won the Heat's last 8 games, by the way. The Thunder has lost their last 4 games when playing with a rest disadvantage against the Heat. So the Thunder have lost their last 4 games when playing with a rest disadvantage against the Heat. And we know that plays a big factor into this game because we know there is a huge rest disadvantage between these two teams right now. The Thunder have not covered this spread in their last 6 road games against the Eastern Conference that held a winning record. The home team has covered this spread in 8 of the Heat's last 9 games. I am backing the Heat tonight. There's a lot of trends backing it, and this line is telling me everything I need to know. I think we should also probably look at some player props in this game. Um, I don't necessarily want to back uh any OKC props in this one, even though I'm sure there's a couple really good ones that are going to come out today. You just got to find which ones they are. And I think it's kind of more easy for me to tell who's going to ball out on the Heat than it should be for the Thunder, at least in my opinion. I think this is a really good spot for like Hero or Butler, something like that. You look at Hero, he has been balling, man, in his last few games. He's been putting up some decent numbers. So he's just a hot hand right now, in my opinion. He's made 4 more threes in the Heat's last 3 games. He has put up over, 20 points in his last 3 games. I mean, Hero is just playing really good ball right now. If there's anyone I want to look at on OKC, it would probably be Dort. Honestly, it would probably be Dort. It would probably be his points and rebounds. Um, Other than that, that's all I got. OKC, you could possibly look at Hartenstein, but I don't know how I feel about that, man. I really don't. Caruso, he has been Caruso, I guess, but there's a huge, huge trend back in Caruso tonight. It's a ridiculous trend, 25 straight. He has scored 6 points. His line's at 5.5. He has scored 6 points with his team as an underdog against the Eastern Conference in 25 straight games. Alex Caruso has. Um, but yeah. I think the one that I want to stick to is Tyler Hero, points and rebounds. That's where I'm going tonight. Tyler Hero, points and rebounds are going to be my prop for this game. All right, that's all we got, man. My best bet today is going to be my dog of the day, and that's going to be Akron, outright money line. Akron is going to win this game outright today. I think it just stands out clearly that the Zips should be favored here, and just on value alone, I think that Akron is definitely worth my dog of the day and my play of the day for y'all. Um, so you guys know, go to my Twitter page. Make sure you guys retweet the post that's pinned to my Twitter page, and make sure you're following the outlet_SV on Twitter to apply for the giveaway. Mike Mann is already won. He's received it. He sent me his number. He got the coffee cup. So the coffee cup is off the board. But for the next 6 days, we still got all the cash is still active. The 6 month VIP is still active. And the baseball cap is still active, man. So you guys still got some really good prizes on there, man. I'm going to give out the other winner again tomorrow for today. So good luck, man, if you guys are actually participating in the 7 day giveaway. And congratulations to Mike Man for winning the first the first day of the giveaway. It'd be crazy if he won again today, right? But yeah, you can absolutely win again. As long as you retweet each day, and you're following the outlet SV Twitter page. I mean, shit, man. You could win all of them if you got that kind of luck. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here, man. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck with all your bets. We got a college football game about to start, man. We gave you guys some good plays today. I hope someone tailed me on my NHL lotto yesterday I gave y'all. I would love to hear if you did. I would love some shout outs if you guys cash any plays on here. It's really all I ask for. I try to do as much as I can for the community, and I try to show up as much as I can for you guys who do tune in to Plug Talk every day. And like I said, the only thing I really ask in return is to just simply help me grow my show. That is it. I just need help growing the show, man. And that has to come from you guys being listeners. I say it all the time. I can say how good Plug Talk is a million times. It does not mean anything until people that actually are listening to the show that are not tied to it start saying positive things on the timeline about the show. That is the only thing people will listen to because I can say how good it is until I'm blue in the face and it wouldn't matter. When people who actually tune in uh, that are not speakers or not attached to my show, that are just pure listeners, start saying good shit about the show, that's when we start actually growing this platform. All right, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. Good luck with your bets today. I'll pick another winner for tomorrow. So the winner will be mentioned in tomorrow's post and they will be mentioned on tomorrow's show. Like I said, the first day of giveaways went to Mike Mann, and he actually got a coffee cup. He wanted a Penn State coffee cup. So I'm going to go ahead and find him a Penn State coffee cup on Amazon, and I'm going to send it out to him, and hopefully he gets it before Christmas. So appreciate all you guys, man. Have a great day. Let's make tonight a winning one.